Welcome to another edition of Traveler's Guide to the Galaxy, your expert companion to exploring the most important and breathtaking destinations in the verse. This time we're wrapping up warm and heading to Microtech's frigid but friendly capital city, New Babbage, for the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. With IAE 2952 starting on November 18, prepare for your visit to Microtech early. Upon arrival to New Babbage, you will find yourself in what many call the City of Tomorrow, that has influenced some of the Empire's most gifted creative minds. For a taste of inspiration yourself, take a moment to carefully land on the rooftop of the Aspire Grand skyscraper for unmatched views of the city and surrounding tundral sprawl. This vantage point also offers the first glimpse of the Tobin Convention Center, the venue of this year's IAE, and your next destination, New Babbage Interstellar Spaceport. To get there, fly low over the gleaming frozen lake towards the city with the Metroloop tracks as your guide. Upon arrival at the main hall of the New Babbage Interstellar Spaceport, enjoy a second view of the city and the Tobin Convention Center, decked out for the festivities through the sprawling panoramic windows. And while you're in the main hall, be sure to talk with the holographic greeter by the stairs to the surface entrance. The greeter is at your service all hours of the day should you wish to learn more about the station, city, or planet, and can even tell you a joke. Just off of the main hall is a display you simply can't miss from our souvenir store, where you can pick up a travel companion, Pico, our adorable Microtech mascot, Plushies, available in a variety of poses. And if you need a pick-me-up for the action ahead, the store also serves a selection of protein bars, soda, and Vestal water. Inside the same space, Regal Luxury Rentals caters to all your vehicular needs. Experience the royal treatment and don't miss out on the expanded fleet of rental vehicles during the last days of IAE. To explore the rest of the city, the wonderful Metroloop is available from all major locations. This beautiful city was founded on high technology, and that's reflected in Stanton's most comfortable, fastest, and safest intra-city transportation systems. Of course, the Metroloop. During your time residing in the city, Aspire Grand will be your home away from home. Take the Metroloop and visit the Aspire Grand, where you'll find the Nest Apartments. The Nest Apartments offer immaculate accommodations in the heart of the city, and your place to stay during your visit. You can also feel secure knowing that a world-class healthcare facility is on premises, thanks to Brentworth Care. Continue on the Metroloop another stop, and you'll find yourself at the Tobin Convention Center, the home of IAE 2952. Browse through the merchandise from your favorite vehicle manufacturers and snag mementos to commemorate your IAE 2952 experience at the merchandise store. This is also a perfect place to meet up with friends before hitting the exhibits on the main floor. And now, just one short elevator ride away, you find yourself on the expo halls of IAE. The IAE is undeniably the event of the season for vehicle enthusiasts, and this year's promises to be the best yet. With the biggest manufacturers coming together to showcase everything they have to offer, it's vehicles galore. Not only can you admire the vehicles on display, but you can also test fly the almost 120 ships and vehicles in the expo halls. You can also glance into the future at the HoloViewers for a preview of tomorrow's vehicles today. And did we mention that there will be surprises throughout the event? Don't forget to stay hydrated at the various refreshment stands in the hall for speedy refueling so you can get back to enjoying the event. Got tumbled around by the Tumbril tanks and you can't find the Misk mining ships? Consult the convenient maps that show the layout of all the manufacturers' exhibits in the expo hall so you don't miss anything. Need a breather from the masses or some privacy to discuss the latest manufacturer reveals with your friends? Find sanctuary at one of the chill-out areas around the expo hall. And finally, ready to venture outside? Don't miss out on the perfect opportunity to put IAE 2952's vehicles through their paces. For those feeling more adventurous, test the limits of your ground vehicles and nerves on Microtech's numerous frozen lakes. Thanks to permafrost, you don't have to worry about falling through the ice. no matter what your vehicle's weight class is. And after all, rentals are free, so steel your nerves and be sure to take a spin in the wonderful ships and vehicles of IAE. Take the city's pulse up close and personal by hopping on the Metroloop to the Commons, a place built for Microtech's highly skilled inhabitants to relax, network, and charge their creative batteries. The Commons also boast unique shops to properly kit you out for sub-zero exploration and keep you on the bleeding edge of technology. From the latest looks by Apparelli to heavy-duty environmental suits from Shubin and Seller, New Babbage's extensive clothing options ensure you're well dressed for wherever the adventure takes you. The Commons boast a wonderful selection of food options. Tantalize your taste buds, whether you're craving classic comfort foods from Whammers or want to sample something new at the food court. There's something for everyone. If you've indulged in one too many burgers, take advantage of the indoor rock climbing wall or the fitness center to burn those calories. But it's the northern end of the Commons that truly lights up at night. Be dazzled by colorful cocktails expertly prepared by the bartenders at Wally's Bar, the place in Microtech for late night mixers and social meetups. And finally, to cap off your visit to Microtech, I recommend leaving the comfort of the Metroloop and leaving, of all things, the entirety of the New Babbage City and taking a flight or a ride out into the unique climate that Microtech is a part of. Outdoor cold weather activities are available all year round. A short flight takes you into breathtaking, rugged wilderness, a haven for the inhabitants of Microtech when they want to escape the confines of the city. Or you can go for a hike in evergreen forest, marvel at the hardy wild vegetation on the snow-capped mountains, or have a moment of quiet reflection by the river's clear waters. Just enjoy being in nature. Trust me, it's worth it. That was Traveler's Guide to the Galaxy, IAE 2952. Comlink was put up on November 14, 2022. I don't think this is the lore team. I think this is more of a combo effort, maybe with them and marketing. But it was a great work. All the images here are from that link. All the readings were adapted from this written text in the comlink for spoken word. I want to remind you, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. To my long-term subscribers, thank you for sticking around. It's greatly appreciated for your support. Okay, into this topic. IAE is at New Babbage on Microtech, so be sure to set your home location to the city of New Babbage, aka Microtech, when you are selecting your options. You want to stage out of the city, so you have all your stuff there at that location. Be sure to rent all the different vehicles that you're interested in, because what you'll find is as you come back throughout the schedule, different companies are there, and you will be able to get short rental periods of time that may overlap or may not based on which time you go to the expo hall. Remember to check your time zones as well when it comes to the schedule. And if you're looking for limited ships, there should be a FAQ coming out shortly from CIG listing those times. And once again, be sure to check your time zone if you're interested in a limited ship so you don't miss out. So, with all that out of the way, let's talk a little bit about the location that is New Babbage. It's probably one of the more polished cities in the game, and that is because it's one of the latest cities in the game. Loreville, for example, our first planetary landing location / city, is going into Loreville 2.0 redesign because it was so early on. It's got all sorts of things that they want to really tweak and really make it into the environment that was envisioned. And that is how it's going. Whereas New Babbage is a very polished city. It doesn't have all the cloud issues of Orison, which have gotten better over the time, but it's still a little difficult for people with low settings on their PCs. Yeah, I would say that the city of New Babbage, just bluntly, is a very optimized city compared to other cities in the game. So I welcome that. It's not my favorite because if you stay outside too long, you freeze to death if you're not wearing the right gear. But it is a city of consequences. And also, I would note that the Commons that was mentioned in this video is one of the locations you can spawn ground vehicles from. And it's like a parking garage type feel where you're literally just in the mall. You go to the ground transportation areas and you can just spawn your ground vehicle and then drive off into the ice and drive around the city and explore. There's the Easter eggs with the snowman at the fire pit. I'm gonna not spoil that, so I'm not gonna put the picture up, but you can go try to find that if you'd like. And there's some other wonderful things around Microtech, in particular, as they mentioned in the text, the huge clear area that is the lake when there is not a snow blizzard coming in is actually a great place to test the ground vehicle's speed, because there's not things constantly trying to bump you in the air, which makes it difficult to have a comfortable riding experience and also test top speeds and acceleration of vehicles. And IAE is a perfect time to rent those vehicles and then go take them over and spawn them at the Commons. So some food for thought. Also, if you happen to be at the Commons and your friend is flying in and you want to join up with them, it's actually kind of cool to be able to just pop open a Cyclone or a Grey Cat or something basic and just drive out and meet them and then just load up into the back of their ship and take off. The Commons has tons of big windows too, so it was actually a pretty amazing experience seeing my buddy AK come in with his Carrack, and I was able to roll up in an Ursa, like literally just see him come in, so I knew it was time to go run over to the ground area. It's a pretty wild experience, and it's something that always makes me come back to StarCitizen's experiences like that with the folks that are in my world. And you will have those experiences as well. These are the type of events that you will meet lifelong friends. And if you want to, anyway, it's your choice. But be sure, if you do find friends in the PTU, a lot of the PTU tests are focused around the convention. If you meet them in the PTU, be sure to write their names down. One of the things about the PTU is if you add a friend on there, it gets cleared out because it's the test server. So if you want to catch up with them again afterwards, invite them to fly with you, invite them to party, etc., you're going to need to remember that. And of course, don't forget to find your Nerf gun. The Core Blast Nerf systems and stuff in the game. Foam dart launchers are in great effect. They are not impacted by the armistice zone, so you can have some good, clean fun and have massive Nerf fights. One of my favorite ones was when the 890 jump was in town during Origin Day, probably 2 years back, I think, something like that. The one where the landing gear was like the focal point of the entire site, like the frontal landing gear. And just really fun. We had like a 4v4 type Nerf fight. So yeah, IAE is one of my favorite events. You meet a lot of great folks. You'll meet people just playing a guitar randomly or something in their in their VoIP. Make sure your microphone's working if you're into that. Text is also great. And yeah, I'm looking forward to trying out IAE with these larger servers we have. So very exciting stuff. Don't forget, if you remember nothing else I said, if you land at the spaceport, if you land at New Babbage Interstellar Spaceport, you simply go downstairs and downstairs and downstairs in front of the big windows, and that will put you on the Metroloop. Follow it around 2 stops. You'll be put at the Tobin Convention Center. There will be blue signs that say IAE this way, or should say this year it's red, sorry. You'll see IAE 2952 badged signage telling you which way to go. And follow those signs, of course. And they'll be also on the walls. I've seen them in the habitation already, and you can even see them in the little intro video I'll include here. That is a guide on how to get to the location very quickly. So yeah, be sure to stop in. It is definitely worth your time. And as always, fly safe.